Hi. Today is day 18 of my weight loss journey. I've lost 5 pounds so far in the last couple weeks, doing just simple things like cutting out sugar, gluten, trying to kind of tighten up my meal times instead of grazing all day. For instance, I used to think breakfast was anything I ate from the time I got up to noon. um, just part of the rationalization that a lot of us with weight problems do, because I mean it's just human nature. So I've had to face my issues and really deal with them, come up with strategies to kind of not do that anymore, and it's helped. um, this week I'm working on eating healthier, making better choices for my meals, not having snacky meals. Like, I had a couple meals that was a like protein bar with 0 gram sugar that I found, and some skim milk, and also some sugar-free pudding. That's not the best meal. So I'm trying to eat more balanced meals, healthier, and still continue the changes that I tried that led to weight loss. The just cutting out sugar and gluten led to a 3 pound weight loss. The tightening up my meal times led to a 2 pound weight loss. So they work. So I'm going to continue those things and then just add this better nutrition. So for breakfast today, I had the cuties, the rest of those. They're the mandarin oranges. They were starting to go bad. So what I did was just had the rest of it. As like, 2 whole ones, partial of a couple more, because this is frugalishly living a great lifestyle and frugal weight loss. So they were starting to go bad. So I just cut off the kind of bruised part and eat the rest of it. I mean, if it tasted bad, I wouldn't eat it. I'm not advocating frugality to the point that it negates common sense, eating rotten food. I'm not going to do that. I try not to let food get rotten. I think these were kind of old when I bought them. They were on sale and they looked a little squishy, but they look good too. I've only had them like a week and a half. So I just cut off the brown spots, the soft spots, and if it tasted okay, I ate it. And in this case, they tasted okay. So I had a little more than the 3 I usually eat. So like I said, I had 2 whole ones and a couple pieces of the others. Probably came up to about 3.5. But they were good. It was a good breakfast. I had that with water, and I did really good not eating until lunch. And that was good because it was raw fruit. So it was pretty healthy. A little high in carbs, but I'm doing the best I can. That's where I'm at right now. And then for lunch, I had the rest of that 12-inch sub that I got at Subway last week. That's pepperoni on the bottom, cheese on the top, and in the center is some vegetables, with spinach, onion, tomato, and cucumber, and a little bit of mayonnaise. And it wasn't the freshest because I had it Friday and today is Monday, so it's a few days old. But it wasn't nasty. It wasn't bad. It didn't taste bad. They weren't moldy. And again, this is about being frugal. I have to be frugal. I take care of my mom, my elderly mom, and my autistic daughter. I'm not working outside the home, so money is really tight, but it doesn't mean you can't have a good life. I mean, I'm a firm believer in being frugal and being creative and being smart with your money, and that's a good thing. I mean, um, I am not going to throw good food away. I will throw nasty food away. Again, I'm not into being frugal to the point that you don't use common sense. So the vegetables were a little wilted, but they weren't rancid. They weren't nasty. So I ate it. I probably won't wait a few days next time when I eat this. Um, I probably try to eat it the next day. I think that's what I learned from this. But it was good. The pepperoni was good. Pepperoni's not the healthiest, but again, I just want a little bit of a treat that day. I got the flatbread and I had the bread toasted before I had anything put in it because that way it's easier to peel away from the meat and vegetables and there's no crumb sticking to it. It worked very well. And so I was able to eat gluten free because I have tried to go into Subway and ordered like one of their sandwiches with no bread, and they don't handle that very well. And I don't like to make things difficult and awkward for people. Just because I'm losing weight and I have food sensitivities and I have issues doesn't mean I have to, I don't know, be a drama queen about it. What's the harm in just getting a regular made sandwich that they're trained to do, that they feel comfortable doing, and then peeling the bread off myself? I don't see that that's a big deal. Um, it worked out quite well. As I said, just get the bread, get the flat bread because their buns crumbs stick to everything. Get the flat bread and get it toasted, which crisps it up a little bit. Again, makes it not so mushy, and just peel it off. It's not that hard. Okay, so I had that. I intended that to be the only thing that I ate. Oh, and in the middle is some spinach, onions, tomato, and cucumber. I intended that to be the only thing I ate for lunch, but I was still hungry when I got done eating. So what I did was I made some peaches and cream oatmeal from scratch. No, I didn't use a mix with sugar and chemicals and all kinds of stuff. It was really good. I just took my gluten-free oatmeal packages, which are pre-measured servings, and I made it in the microwave with skim milk, and I added a couple little envelopes of stevia, and I bought some peaches that's packed in fruit juice, so it's not heavy syrup. No sugar added, it's just pure fruit juice. Now the fruit juice is kind of concentrated, and I know it's high in carbs and calories, so I do not drink the juice. I do discard the juice. Again, one thing is being frugal, another thing is eating things that are going to make me sick. Not very smart. So I did throw the juice away. I just picked out the peaches, and I put a little bit of butter in it. And what I've been doing is I love cream. Obviously, I have some bad habits. It's how I got to be 100 pounds overweight. So I bought some evaporated milk. It's very creamy. And I've been kind of substituting that for the cream because 1 tablespoon of heavy cream has like what, 10 grams, I'm just guessing, estimating, 10 grams of fat. Whereas 4 tablespoons of evaporated milk maybe has like 6. It's a significant difference, and it has that creamy, yummy taste that I like. And then I had a cup of decaf brown tea with 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. That's where I think the heavy cream really makes a taste difference. And I want to emphasize it's very important that you weigh and measure really high calorie food like that because it's so easy to overdo it and it's really not healthy. I mean, I do not believe in all things in moderation because there's things that are always bad for you. I'm not going to eat trans fat and Crisco in moderation because it's bad for you. I'm not going to eat high fructose corn syrup or gluten, which I'm allergic to, or sugar because I have high blood sugar. None of those things can be eaten by me in moderation. But there's some foods that are just high in calories, high in fat that I'm not allergic to and aren't extremely bad for you that I do eat in moderation, and one of those is heavy cream. I mean, it usually goes bad before I eat it all because I weigh it and measure it so carefully. 1 tablespoon in my cup of tea with some stevia. And it was pretty good. That was a nice lunch because I had protein in the pepperoni and the cheese. I had calcium in the cheese. I had the vegetables. Okay, they were wilted and they weren't that many, but progress, not perfection. This is about getting better and slowly developing a healthy lifestyle. So that wasn't too bad. Then for dinner, I'm going to talk a lot about my dinner because I did really good. I had a mug portion of lasagna, and then I had some of my Pepsi, Diet Pepsi with no aspartame, which I'm also allergic to. It has stevia. I found some Diet Pepsi with stevia. And behind that, it's hard to focus, is a little quart of fat-free milk, or that might have been 2%. I just used what I had. Um, there was just like a little bit left, so I just drank it out of the carton. I'm sorry, but I can't do dishes because even though I'm at 5 weeks now, well, I'm starting my 5th week after surgery, I'm still limited. I saw the physical therapist today. I'm still not allowed to do dishes. So I'm just trying to be considerate because my daughter has to do all the dishes and I'm trying not to add to her workload. So I thought, well, there's only one serving left, so I'm just going to drink out of the carton. Terrible, but I did it. Um, I have a good reason. Anyway, I want to talk about the mug serving because change is about knowing yourself and being honest with yourself about what your faults are. So when I make a big pot of something, which I can't do anyway with one arm, so it worked out in many ways, I'm always tempted to overeat, get seconds and eat it later because then it's sitting around. I'm waiting for it to cool down so I can put it away. And then hours later when I put it away after I had seconds, because then it's like perfect eating temperature. So then when I go to put it away, it's like, oh, this is still warm and it's so good. And I just have a little bit and it's not like it's dessert. There's all these rationalizations to overeat. That is my downfall, leaving food out. So I thought if I just make a single serving, I'll eat it and then I'm done eating. And there's not going to be a big pot to put away or a big pan of yummy food, yummy eating temperature food that smells good. It's not going to be there. And it worked really good. I can't take all the credit. I did read about the idea on the internet. So, but it was really, really good. What I did was I bought a package of sausage patties, the little ones, there are 8 of them, and I bought some gluten-free pasta. I fried the sausage, I made the pasta, and I bought some part skim ricotta cheese, Parmesan cheese, and the string cheese. Again, portion control. So I just layered the pasta sauce, a little bit of the gluten-free pasta, some of the ricotta cheese, some oregano, some cayenne pepper, because I like spicy things, and a little bit of pepper, and then a little bit of the Parmesan cheese, and then I just kept layering like that. And I made sure to not use any more than 1/8 of the pasta or one sausage patty. And excuse me, I just broke up the sausage patty and kind of sprinkled it in the layers. And then on the top, I took the one string cheese and kind of put that in that lattice design. And with that, I had a can of my Diet Pepsi, which has Splenda. And again, this is frugalishly living, so I'm pretty frugal. I had the juice of one lime in the Pepsi. It's so good with fresh lime. So I just bought Diet Pepsi, squeezed one lime. It's very tart, but I love it. Squeezed one lime into it. And then again, a frugal idea that I do all the time is after I drank all the juice out of the lime, I took the 2 lime halves and put them in my pitcher. And just the rind, and I do buy organic lime, so I'm not getting pesticides in my water. Just the rind and what was left of it had enough lime zest, lime oil to flavor the whole pitcher. Was delicious. So that's another frugal tip I'm going to give you. You can use it, limes, and then just put the lime halves already used up in your water. Be delicious. And so I drank the rest of my water pitcher, and I also made these date balls like a dessert. They were delicious. It's no Splenda, no stevia, no agave, no honey. It's just dates and nut seeds and unsweetened coconut. It was a delicious dessert. I had 3 of them. I probably overdid that a little, but I didn't eat outside of that. That's what I had for dessert. So I did pretty good today. I ate a little healthier. I did have fresh fruits or vegetables at every meal, so I'm proud of that. And I didn't snack today. Maybe that's the eating better, a really good dinner with dessert. So I think I did pretty good today on my 18th day. So that's it. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.